Hello, YouTube, Twitch, chatter, tubers, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted Waters 2. Today we need to go to Genoa, because we have a quest, and I keep pressing the wrong button to get out of here, because I haven't played it yet today. Professional Let's Playing, streaming. Get up, wake up, come on. Alright, takes a little while to wake up. Alright, so last episode / stream, I seem to remember making ridiculous amounts of money. Oh, we've got too much money. I keep pressing the wrong button. We don't have a lot of money with us, but we have a bunch of gold. That helps. And guns. Why do I have so many guns? Can't remember if I was going to do anything with guns. Ivory. More guns. I think I brought all those guns to go to Africa. And then we just kept them. Well, our ships are well armed. What I'll probably do eventually, probably before too long, is we'll sail to, what was it called? That place? Past Santo Domingo over to Cumana? Or somewhere around the Panama. Probably Panama, actually. And we'll just load up on tons of gold. But we have a quest to do. And I betcha that after we finish this quest, the king will want to talk to us. And maybe we can finally get a noble rank. So we're not always going to be pages and squires. Probably like something like knight next, but... Anyway, you guys remember where Genoa is, right? I think I remember. We're just going to go straight there because I don't want the quest to sort of expire. Ah, come on, wind. I kind of wish that I designed these ships with 30 bunks rather than 20, because I think we'd actually be sailing a little bit quicker with 30 people instead of 20. And even a little bit extra if you're going to go through storms, so you can actually lose a few people and still go at max speed. But I was just trying to fit as much storage on these ships as I possibly could, and it actually probably wasn't that required. These ships are so massive, with 1,000 storage default, like... It's not a big deal. Alright, so straight north of here, I believe, is Genoa. Why are these guys, like, following us? I don't like that. Portuguese warships. Well, there's no way they're attacking us. The Portuguese will never... Well, the pirates might. That's a Portuguese pirate fleet. That's interesting. Hey, Strange Mind and Toothless. Actual Portuguese fleets are safe. Turkish fleets and Spanish fleets will attack you if you're at war, and pirate fleets could theoretically attack you anytime. Although it doesn't happen very often. Anyway, welcome to Genoa. We have a mission at hand, hopefully. I just hope it's not for coral. Oh, ivory! We've got like a ship full of it, but we're still gonna have to go around Africa to pick up some more. Oh well, it's not that hard. I'm afraid 980 is not enough, but I will require 20 more. I'll give you 300,000 gold for what you've got. We're probably getting a horrible deal, and we're about to technically lose a bunch of money, but... We've broken the game. I'll give you 291,000 gold. Sure. I guess we could turn them down to save some money, but we need the fame. I'll give you half of the gold in advance. Well, if he did just deposit 300,000 gold in the palace, that saves us a lot of time, actually. Maybe I shouldn't complain. Freaking merchants. Hi there, Isabel. She might know. Well, let's make sure we find out. I guess I forgot to win over this one. Either that or they actually, it's like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Maybe Africa has ivory. Maybe they don't stay friends forever. I thought they did, but I guess we'll find out eventually. You'll never forget me, will you? Oh, there's lots of people we could theoretically recruit. Let's see if Marco will join us. Oh, it's him again! Oh, I don't want this guy. Go away, Marco! I want to see this guy with his awesome scar. Who else have you got? Regis? Oh, we must be getting leveled up. This guy even wants to join us. How about Americus? Wow, we must be getting pretty experienced for people like that to join. Alfonso is still a jerk, though. Alright. Well, let's have a look at these guys. I might just get rid of them immediately, but... Mates. So we have recruited Regis. Yeah, level 4 and level 7. That's a pretty experienced dude. The trouble is, like, look at his stats. Those aren't actually that amazing for level 7 sailor. Like, his intelligence and wisdom are never going to get much higher. So we're probably going to get rid of Regis. Americus, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be, that one that sailed to the New World, supposedly, and accidentally ran into an island that wasn't India. I think. Again, very high level, level 7, but horrible stats, really. So, it's cool that these guys will join up, but I'll probably just get rid of them. I think I get rid of this guy too, honestly. Siran. He's not doing anything, he's just stowaway right now, basically. We'll keep Conrad because he's cool, even though he doesn't have a ship right now. And then these 4 all have ships. So I guess the thing is, would I trade a level 9 sailor with basically maxed out stats for anybody else? Yeah, if all my first mates are going to have level 9 sailing and be basically maxed out on intelligence and wisdom. Or even level 10. Look at this Jose kid. Not very good at fighting. I guess once I start getting into battle, I might have to consider changing my crew, but I think we're just going to get rid of these 3 guys. Probably, I bet you 8 crew is about the maximum you can have on your party at once, so... You came back after all, yeah. Alright, Americus, nobody likes you. And Regis, sounds too much like Regis Philman. And this guy's way cooler, but let's get rid of Siran as well, because that's fine. Siran is definitely a name that I don't remember from ever finding before in the game, so... Well, I guess we're going back to Africa. Good thing we've got the God of the Sea on our side. We'll just restock. He did take all of our ivory. Well, that's fine. We'll head back to Lisbon before too long and make sure that the money ended up where it's supposed to be. He did load up our current, like, we went from 5,000 gold to 60,000 gold. So he definitely stored, if he did it correctly, it all went to the bank. If not, I don't even want to talk about it. We just lost 300,000 gold's worth of ivory. We only need to pick up 20 more. We'll probably buy more than that, though. 73 days should be more than enough. We're going to go to San George, I believe, and pick up some ivory. We'll probably frame skip most of the way there, because it's not the most interesting voyage. It depends on how many storms we run into, basically. I guess it's more interesting than the Mediterranean, but... I wish we had a faster ship. Someone needs to invent, like, some sort of combustion engine that you can put on the back of these things and really improve our speed. Or maybe some sort of hot air balloon. That'd be pretty cool. Could take a shortcut if we had a hot air balloon blimp type boat. Maybe we'll call it an airship. Alright, I should probably save it before we head into Africa, just in case. You never know what's going to happen down here in the funky waters. Now, if I remember correctly, the first port we run into is just a supply port and doesn't actually have a merchant. So far, so good. Knock on wood. Alright, we'll double check here, but I don't think this is far enough. I think Cape Verde is just supplies, right? Yeah. Don't actually need anything right now. Alright, let's continue along. Oops, I didn't actually mean to go out into the ocean. This coast, I remember hitting storms on like every time I go through it. Back in the day when I was young. I guess San George might be next. Might just be all there is. Oh no, okay, found one more. What is this? Argin. Sounds like the Silver Coast. Maybe we don't have to go to the San George. Can we get our stuff here? Oh, they only have gold. Nah, that's not what we need. Sorry, Argonites. Gold is okay. We could certainly make money going down to Argon, but if I'm going to go for gold, if I'm going to go for the gold medal, we're going to go all the way to Panama. Oops. I think it's just one more to the right and then up. Yeah, this will be it. Easy to miss, I guess, if you didn't double check this little bay. Alright, so, ivory. We only need 20, but we might as well load up as much as we can. We've got tons of money right now. We'll load up the galleon, which is hilarious, with as much ivory as we can. I guess we'll sell those firearms after all, right? I was sort of joking about how I didn't know what to do with them. I should be haggling with all of these sales and purchases, but I'm lazy. Should we have 2 ships full of ivory? Sure. We've got gold, ivory, ivory, guns. We'll sell some more guns to get at least 2 ships full of ivory. Might as well go to max, I guess. Surprisingly similar prices, ivory and firearms down here. Almost. We still have a little bit of space for ivory. You know what? Let's fill up the gold ship for now. I'm trying to get rid of all my firearms specifically. There we go. No more firearms. 2 and a bit of ivory. Almost a full one of gold. Another ship for supplies. We're good. Let's head on back. As always, try not to run out of food and water. Alright. Start seeing if we can level up again. We'll go for a nice long sea voyage on the way home. You might get more experience if you survive a storm, too. I don't know how it works exactly. Little details like that I've never really looked up. It's probably in a FAQ somewhere. Just how your captains get sailing experience. If it's time at sea or number of ports discovered or stuff like that. I think port discovery almost assuredly gives you fame, but maybe not experience. I keep sailing through those reefs. They haven't seemed to do a whole lot of damage thus far, but you never know. In our Sid Meier's Pirates game, they certainly cause all kinds of problems for our ships. Uh-oh. Watch out! It's a storm! Nothing to do but hope for the best. Well, we made it all the way to San George without a storm. We can't complain too much. Let's have a quick look at our fleet. Let's see if we're really in need of stopping for some repairs. A little bit of hull damage, no big deal. Nothing. Good work, galleon. A little bit of hull damage, no crew lost. Absolutely perfect. Good work, Captain Ankylo. And the art ship is the only one that took any crew loss at all. So if there is a max speed based on crew, this ship is what will slow us down a little bit because we're down to 18 out of 20, possibly 30 being optimal. And the power, I'm not 100% sure how power and handling relate to overworld speed. I know in battle, power is how many squares you can move, and handling is how quickly you can turn. Durability, of course, how much damage you can withstand, but let's just go due north. We'll end up sort of off the coast a fair bit, but I want to get out of the tropics ASAP. Because storms suck. There we go. Now we'll head to Genoa. Seeing as you can't move diagonally, it's, I suppose, safer to just go straight north there, basically. It would be quicker if you counted the screens and went west in the temperate zone and due south to hit the very coast, just skim the coast of Africa. But I've never really counted the screens, and the prevailing winds are very eastward, so you'd be moving fairly slow. You'd be trading travel time for less chance of storms, which is probably a good idea. I might trade some ivory for some artwork after this, actually. There's a lot of fleets in here in the Mediterranean. I'm worried that we're going to be attacked one of these days and have nothing to do but try to run away. Alright. Here you go, Mr. Merchant. Just double check, because if you fail these, I think you only get one shot. If you come back with the wrong good or not enough, it's like automatically over. Alright, glad you trusted us. Woohoo! So, what I want to check right away, we should have gotten some fame. I don't remember what it was exactly beforehand, but I think our fame has certainly gone up. And with a bit of luck, we'll get another quest for the king. Another king's quest! Do you have anything worth buying? Not really. Okay, let's head down to, what is it, Naples? I'm really happy with our fleet setup. I mean, we are totally at the whim of pirates and so forth, and other warships. But other than that, we haven't been attacked, and we're making real good money. And we're sailing pretty quick, even if we don't have absolute max speed. Oh, I do need to recruit those 2 extra soldiers, right? Pisa. Let's go to the tavern first. No waitresses. No sailors, but there's lots of random dudes. There you go. Any gossip? Maybe the king wants to talk to us? I think it does take some time. Like, it might be the end of the month or something when they spawn. They're out to get the Turks. Everyone's out to get the Turks, though. Alright, I don't think the king's looking for us, or we would have heard something by now. Trebizond will pay a lot for gold, hey? We could go to Trebizond, try to sell some gold. The trick is, do they sell anything worth buying? Artwork. Artwork is fairly expensive here. It would be cheaper if we went to Venice, but it's kind of out of my way. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Trebizond, because I'm pretty sure that assuming we can actually land in Istanbul, they sell artwork at a pretty good price if you can get there. And we haven't gone over to the Eastern Mediterranean very often. Like, by often, I mean we've done it once. I'm pretty sure they'll buy ivory there. I'm not 100% sure. The different type of ports have different sort of base costs for stuff. And, yeah. So this will travel around basically just the North African coast. There's a couple ports along here. I think... Is this Trebizond? I forget the names of all these places. And I never remember exactly where something like Trebizond is. It's Alexandria, that kind of makes sense. The port looks tough. Just for interest's sake. Oh yeah, lots of money for gold. Average for ivory, great for ivory, average for firearms. Okay. Tell me you've got something for me to trade with. Not really. Oh, that would have been lovely. We could get some great cash here in Alexandria. But I need to, like, trade, basically. We can't store enough gold to take it anywhere. No crew. It's a new month. Well, I'm trying to find Trebizond. Maybe I should write that down. North 45, East 30. Okay, we'll have a look at our logs, see where we are. Do I have a sword? Pretty sure I think I've got basically all the purchasable items now. There's some treasure we'll be looking for, but for now we're doing pretty good. North 45, East 30. Let's have a look, see how far away that is from here. Sounds like it's somewhere in the Eastern Mediterranean, but I don't know for sure. It's in Look Survey. So it's every screen is 5 degrees, in case you're wondering. So it's 2 screens north and 2 screens east. So that's actually, it's going to be past Istanbul in the Black Sea? I forgot there even was a port up there. I think I said don't bother going up there the last time the first time we went through here. We'll stop at Istanbul on the way back, but yeah, I guess we just need to go to the east. This is what I get for not exploring. So Trebizond, that sounds like what's over here? What are the name of these countries over here? I'm sure I could figure them out. I can't remember. My geography's poor. Trebizond, obviously. Hey, it's even like a European-style port. Weird. After sailing all through all those Turkish ports. Do you actually have anything worth picking up here? No. So this is probably why I never actually traveled here. Welcome back, fella. We're just hanging out in Trebizond because apparently they wanted to buy some gold. Let's see. That's a pretty good price for gold. Unfortunately, there's nothing here to buy, to trade with, basically. It might be worth investing because it's fairly likely, I'm going to say, that they have another item here, a specialty that's just not unlocked. And if you could raise the economic development, you might be able to get some. No waitresses. No sailors. Looks like Trebizond's a pretty boring place. Alright, that's fine. Just for interest's sake, how developed is this port? Yeah, so the economic worth is only 215. You can see that someone has been investing a little bit. Probably Turkey and Spain a little bit, back and forth. We'll probably not mess around with it. I've heard, and I think I remember, that if you start actually investing in random towns, it'll kind of make everyone mad at you. Well, Spain and Portugal mad at you. Spain and Turkey mad at you. Yeah, I know, that Xenonauts is, it's tough. You're gonna lose a lot of soldiers in that game. Just like the original XCOM, you can't get attached to people, that's my saying. I don't think there's anything up here, but I'm just gonna have a look. We're heading towards, Crimea/Russia. Soviet Union, you know. Really? There's a port up here? I didn't even think it's possible. Azov. Wow. I wonder what they sell in Azov. This is how bad I explored the Mediterranean area. What you got? Well, this is probably why we don't go to Azov. Cheese and grain. Fairly cheap prices at the moment. No waitresses again. And nothing going on. Christopher Columbus! How would you like to join? Nice! I don't think we'll actually be using him, but it's kind of cool that we can recruit him. We must have gotten enough levels up that most of the people we run into think we're cool. So you can see he's pretty high level. He's actually got pretty good average stats. He might be slightly better than us, but I don't know. I'm not going to actually bring him with us. I like our current setup, and I kind of like the idea of building up a bunch of level 1 characters rather than recruiting someone who's at a really high level. Sorry, Christopher. Conrad looks way too cool for you to be my advisor. There's a guy called Miguel. I will keep him if we find him. He's technically a pirate. Alright, we still got lots of food and water. Oh, you're on Jackal armor? That's the knee pad. That's the rollerblading gear, I believe. Alright, well, we finished our quest. I'm gonna go to Istanbul because I'm pretty sure we can buy artwork there in exchange for our sweet, sweet ivory. Maybe we'll have a quick look around this sea because I never explored this area of the map, ever. Wow, that's a good thing they added that little bit of ocean in there. Alright. Istanbul, let me dock up. I also might want to buy some food while we're here. I also have been turned away a lot of the time where you try to dock here and they just say, nope, you're not allowed in. We could talk to the king, possibly. He doesn't, no. He doesn't like us. Less like hockey gear, more like actual tack armor? Oh, okay. I remember in the original for Xenonauts, the first armor upgrade looked basically like rollerblade gear. Not even proper hockey armor, even. Alright, the rates are actually quite low here, so I assume I can get some pretty cheap artwork. Yeah, 220 is pretty good. Let's do a little bit of trade-a-roonies. Oops, I need to sell. Would you like some ivory? We bought the ivory for about 150, so this is making a profit. And we'll be able to sell the artwork for between 300 and 400. Up to about 600 tops, I think. Everywhere we go, we're just making tons of money. Not that we even hardly need it. Oh, I need to go back to the to Lisbon and see if that merchant actually deposited all the money he said he would. We'll go straight there now. Alright, one ship full of artwork, and we'll bring home 600k or 60k, and that'll be good. Although I suppose we have to buy a little bit of food and stuff. Also, just in case, because I don't go to Istanbul very often, let's actually check out the store here. Oh, the angel amulet! Oh, we already have one. Never mind. Here I was thinking that might be new. Check out the bar. Probably everyone wants me to go here first. Americus. No. He's on his own. We're out to get anyone from Turkey. Aren't you in Turkey right now? London will pay for ivory. That's cool. Paulina. Alright, well, I only want to be kind with her. Let's get on with it. I've spent a lot of time tipping the waitresses, I guess. We need to move on with our life. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this, too. Our ships took a little bit of damage in that last African trip. Not a lot, so We should spend a little bit of money bringing them up to snuff. Like a very, very teeny tiny bit of money. Will I go back to the XCOM Let's Play? I don't know. Maybe. I've run out of episodes of that for YouTube, but the trouble with that classic one, the classic difficulty Let's Play on XCOM is, oh yeah, thanks for shoving me up there. The problem with that Let's Play specifically, that series, is it's really frustrating. What aspect ratio? It's 4:3. If you want to play it in 16:9, you'd have to stretch it, and stretching it sounds dumb. The tiles are designed to be square, not stretched out horizontally. The fact that it doesn't fully fill OBS is a little bit of a problem, but it's not a big enough deal for me to really worry about. It's alright, Spiller. we may have invested a little bit of money into our ball pit designs. Like, we can probably afford $3 or $4. It looks stretchy? It shouldn't look stretchy. I'm not playing it with stretch on. There are some video filters, so like there's some pixel filters on so that it's not really pixelated, but that's just because I like playing it like that. Yeah, sometimes there's little tweaks for getting things onto Twitch nice. Alright, so first off, I want to make sure that our money made it to the castle here. Yes! Okay, we have found the best way to make money. What we should do is figure out what merchants like to request. So far, I know they'll do coral and ivory and wool. And then you want to have a boatload of whatever they could request, and then they'll just immediately give you a reasonably good price for it and deposit into your savings without you having to go back and forth and back and forth. Aw, that's sweet. The king doesn't even want to see us. Well, let's go see his daughter. Yes! She has faith in us. We've met her, I think, 3 times now. Is the 3rd date enough to profess love? It's time. Oh, my kindnesses fill her with joy. We gave her two bouquets of flower, and then on the next trip in, we gave her love. So glad that worked out. Alright, I think the prices here in Lisbon are pretty low, so we don't really want to sell stuff. Yeah, really cheap. Any interesting gossip while we're here? I know. I know this place is good for sugar. I don't think there's going to be much to do right now. So basically, let's start prepping for another trip to the New World, basically. I'm going to offload some, I'm going to try to upload... Well, I'm not going to change the resolution mid-series, basically, Spiller. Maybe for the next series, but for this one, because I've already started uploading this game in whatever it looks like, I feel like I should finish it in whatever it looks like now. Next time I might try to tweak the settings a bit, but... so what I want to do is sell what I've got and replace it with firearms. Now, you can buy firearms in Lisbon for a pretty good price, but it probably would have been more efficient to just do that. I'm going to head up to Bordeaux, though. I'm sure the French have lots of guns they're willing to give up. Isn't that how it works? Might hit London, you never know. I'm sure they would approve of selling guns to the natives. Alright, how much money is our stuff worth? I like using gold to gauge it, because I know that it's a default 1,000. So this is exactly average prices. We could sell artwork, alright. I've got a lot of stuff to sell. It's going to be tricky to do what I want to do. I have so much stuff stocked up right now. Do you sell firearms by any chance? You sure do! Oops. Keep selling ivory. We don't have enough storage space for all this stuff, basically. Oops. So what I would need to do is make a couple one-way trips to Portugal. I guess I should stop worrying about money. We've got so much money right now. All right, let's forget it. I'm min-maxing way too much right now. We're gonna make a trip to Panama, I believe is the name of where I want to go. I might pick up another load of coral because merchant requests for. Well, no. If a merchant requests coral, I'm likely to just reload because we'd have to travel all the way there to get 20 more, even though we'd make a good profit. And yeah, the fact that we've got like 500 million gold in the bank. Alright. I get it. I should stop messing around trying to make $1 million. We probably have nearly that much in goods right now anyway. Yeah, it's not a great deal for artwork. Let's just basically store all of our money. Just do a couple back and forth from the market to the castle here. I think once I get to 1 million gold, I have to make a rule that I stop even worrying about it, and I stop really playing the making money game, because we've won. We've made a lot of money. I feel like we've basically robbed the treasure fleet by now, and we're fine. Oops. Okay, there we go. Trying to click too quickly. You guys know how it is. Alright, let's keep getting rid of our... not our firearms. Ivory, sure. Basically, where we're going, ivory isn't worth that much money, I don't think. Although its regular price is 300, we're not getting a great deal. Alright, so. Firearms, food, gold, and a couple other things. A bit more ivory. Yeah. Now we're going to start buying some firearms quick. We're also getting firearms for the absolute cheapest price you could ever get them for, which is fun. My goal here is to get as many ships full of gold bars as I can. So we want to bring as much. We want to bring as much firearms as we can and 60,000 gold to buy a bunch of gold. 60,000 gold coins, let's say. Okay, now I'm not going to do anything else there. Restock. I want to have a good supply to get across the ocean, just in case it takes longer than it should. Oops. Okay, that should be more than enough. Let's also fill up. Let's withdraw a little bit of gold, so we're starting with 60,000, so that when we get there, we can buy some gold right away. We probably have enough money right now to get to 1 million just by selling all of our gold bars. Anyway, let's go do our trip. Next episode. Thanks for watching YouTube.